Hey guys, so it's here bringing you another video. Now welcome to a POV commentary of Back to Master. So what I've decided to do with the main account for now, at least, is record these. So play in my own time, my spare time, where there's not an audience live, and obviously we can do POV commentaries if it's worth doing. So I, at this point, and I think people are probably aware by now, but if you're not, I have gone down to Diamond 3. It's a bit annoying if you've been watching the recent content, even the games that I don't upload, that, again, the games you're getting are better quality than the games I'm uploading. So I think I'm playing okay, but we just keep, and again, I know it's stuff that I've gone against in the past. By the way, feel free to look at the ratings and stuff. But I know I've said in the past, it's like, oh, you can't blame your team for your rating, which is true. On average, you're the rating you're going to get. And, this little blip on average, it won't matter because I'll just climb again. That's the point. But it has been uncanny how many kind of really bad teammates we've been having recently. And I think most people would kind of agree if you have been watching all the recent content. It's been pretty bad. But I'm just trying to stay as positive as I can. If I was really negative, I'd just be like, right, I'm done with the main account, blah, 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 which has happened in the past, by the way. But we're still on the main account, just off stream. So there's no distractions. There's no Twitch chat. There's nothing. Boom, we're playing League. Now, the title of this video is probably going to be on the something lines of my biggest carry on Heimerdinger or solo carry Heimerdinger. And this is, by the way, not clickbait. I don't clickbait. You guys know I don't. So you're going to watch me this game do quite well on Heimerdinger. It's in the video title. But this game is also not a free win. So I know a lot of people go, oh, I hate when you say that because, you just stomp and you win the game. No, doesn't happen this game. I would say, recently I said we've been having some pretty bad teammates. Yeah, we got some of those this game too. But the difference is, without the distractions, you guys can see how I play differently. So that's the idea. Why Heimerdinger, by the way? Heimerdinger, I actually think, is an underrated pick. We've been done, obviously, a couple videos of him recently. Well, we've done mediocre. We've been playing him top lane. We actually played him twice in the same matchup. This time we're playing him mid lane. We're against an Orianna. The matchup is okay as Heimerdinger, but it also does depend how good the Orianna is. If the Orianna knows what she's doing and can attack the turrets from range like she's doing now without getting hit too much, and she can dodge my grenade, then yeah, there's not a lot Heimerdinger can do. But what is very important, while a gank is incoming, by the way, so I hit level 2 before... No, I don't. I don't get the kill, but I get first blood. Don't even get, level 2 before it. Lovely gank by Xin. And there we go again. Huzzy first blood with a jungle gank doesn't happen that often, as you guys would probably be aware. But why did that happen? So, worth noting, the Orianna is summoner spells. Stupidly greedy for an Orianna. There is a reason that the vast majority of Oriannas don't really run Ignite. At least in high rating, I can't even remember the last time I saw an Orianna with Ignite. You're only doing that, and what is, telling, you're only running Ignite if you think you can kill your lane opponent. That's the only reason. To be honest, killing a Heimerdinger isn't easy at all. Even in a 1v1, even in jungle ganks, it's not easy because he's pretty damn safe. If he's in the middle of 3 towers, you're telling me here comes the echo. You're telling me you want to run into that damage? It's scary. So, Echo's coming in. We knew he was coming from a mile away. Pretty slow jungle clear so far, by the way, because he only has got red buff. But he's going to go over to his blue. So he must have done a full clear at the bottom, and now he's obviously going over to kill the blue with a gank in mid lane in between. But yeah, Heimerdinger as a champion, would I recommend him to play? Yes and no. That is, I think, a very key distinction. I wouldn't say, yeah, go play him to your will. You'll do fantastic. He is a lot harder than a lot of people think. I'm not saying he's League's hardest champion. He's easy to play, but he is also harder than people think. What I mean by that is your towers do a lot of damage. Naturally, you put a tower in an enclosed area and the whole enemy team is nearby. Yeah, you're going to be doing decent. Your grenades are pretty easy to land when they're all clumping. But to get everything right, every piece of the champion, your turret placement, hitting the rockets. Do you do narrow rockets or wide rockets? Hitting the grenade. Also, deciding what ultimate to use at what time is also very important. Now, I'm going for a teleport play here, so the brand is pretty low. Zilean, again, he might have died to the Ignite, but I take it because obviously I'm a mid lane carry versus a support. So we do get a teleport kill. Technically, that's what, a 1 for 2? Yeah, because both of my bot laners died. And again, bit worrying because they did die, I believe, to Ezreal, who this game, you can see he has got teleport. So Caitlyn and Zillion is much stronger than Brand. Ezreal isn't designed to win lane at all. Obviously, maybe it's mainly Brand doing the damage, but they lost to an AD carry that didn't have heal. That's worrying. Really, really worrying, because usually nice kill by Xin there, obviously Ezreal overstaying. But yeah, usually you take TP because you're, either you got your Yuumi, you've got mobility yourself, or I want to farm, I want to just, passive-ish kind of lane phase, get to that mid-late game, use TP to go back whenever I want, buy tier when I go back, whatever. That's kind of what it's for, not combat. So, yeah, just worth noting, because I've even seen, like, why are some AD carries going TP now? That's kind of why. Different playstyles of AD carry. I'm not a fan of TP bot lane. Even if I am playing something like Ezreal, I'll personally never take TP. Hell, even me and Bizzle did some duo games. He played Yuumi, I think, once or twice. I didn't take TP with a Yuumi. I do not like TP on AD carry, full stop. It might be the best way to play. Not for me, because the best way to play should always be, meanwhile Xin coming in, lovely grenade hit, put the rockets on, all the rockets land with the tower damage, another kill on Orianna. Again, Xin's doing some good stuff, we are doing also some pretty good stuff ourselves. The thing with Heimerdinger grenade, there's kind of two different ways of Heimerdinger grenade. You hit the outskirts, it's just a slow and damage, you have to nail the grenade for it to be a stun, and obviously again that is a skill shot, that isn't just a targeted ability or anything. Now I was maybe thinking about staying to go for a tower play at this stage, but no mana, a little bit risky, so I just decided to go back. Infernal Dragon, as many of you probably will be, aware, you guys know my playstyle, is on my mind. I really want the Infernal Dragon. I value dragons so heavily in League of Legends. And I'm playing Heimerdinger, who objectively is one of the best objective takers in the game. Put your towers down, no one has to tank. Really nice kill on Brand there. Zillion picks it up, so there we go. That's something. Again, those two should be winning lane. If I haven't made that obvious already, I think I have. Worth also noting, we do have a Kayle in the top lane, which, so many people say, oh, she's not very good at the moment, or whatever. We watched Showtime from DWG the other day. Might have even been earlier today. I don't know when this video is coming out at the moment. Might be actually tomorrow. But he made Kayle's work in the early game. It wasn't weak. So I think Kayle is more of confidence level and how much do you know Kayle. Nice rocket hit there. Do get the combination. Weird play by Orianna coming out. So I am looking to fight this. Go for rockets. Miss them because, again, mid lane Heimerdinger, you max your W, by the way. This is a differentiation between mid and top. Top lane, you max your turrets. Mid lane, you max your rockets. So Xin's coming in for a gank. I at this stage, maybe I could have been a bit more aggressive, but I don't want to die. I'm a kill streak right now. If I do hit all the rockets, by the way, so she's nearly dead. But if I die to this Orianna, I'm giving her like, plus 150 gold maybe. I don't want to give her that. So I'd rather not kill her and survive. Which, yeah. So, players on right now, hit the stun on the Echo. Xin Zhao does a lovely flash play, by the way. Don't even get an assist for it. That, the Orianna just didn't have any time to react. He flashed, but, fighting the Echo, distraction, flash onto the Orianna. Oh god, he's now on me. Nice play by Xin. Again, Inferno is still on my mind. I did ping, because remember, I don't have chat on in Ranked anymore. I did ping Recall, which you can ping. A lot of people don't realise that. You can ping Recall. And then I did my on my way ping to Dragon to make people aware that Huzzy wants to do Dragon. But I don't think... I can't remember if we do it now, because again, my bot lane has not got priority, surprisingly. But yeah, so item build-wise, Luden's Echo, first item, more of a burst build when you're running mid. Luden's, you build it in top, but generally you're building it second item. Echo, you can see clearing, maybe Dragon's on his mind as well. Caitlyn dies, which again, I don't know how. But luckily for us, we were in the general area. Go for a grenade, just basically to the left, by the way, which forced him to have to run right. Get the kill on Brand. Now going to go for him. And you can see I'm leaving that kill. Why am I leaving that kill? Because I'm 4-0 at this point. I've said for ages, you don't want to be the sole person with kills on your team. It's a bad idea. Generally, if I get caught in mid to late game, I make a mistake and I'm all my kills, that's not good at all. Meanwhile, top lane, Kayle gets a kill on Gnar already, which I'd say it's a bit surprising already. I didn't think it would be that early. So Inferno Dragon, very important to get. And here's where you're going to start to see maybe a couple of errors. Dragon gets stolen. He didn't even smite, unfortunately. The Xin just didn't get it off at all. So, yeah. Now, just to put it in the back of your minds, everybody, remember that he's missed a dragon. Something similar, we'll say, comes up a little bit later. So, Brand uses his flash really riskily, but will get the kill. Xin walks into the bush. Probably shouldn't have. The Brand was going to die because Caitlyn was above him, so he could have played a bit more conservatively, a little bit more reserved, but he didn't. He went all in. Caitlyn doing a decent amount of damage here, by the way, and will pick up the kill. Fantastic. I even get an assist where I was like, hey, let's go. And that's great to see, because again, when someone on your team is like having a pretty bad game, you're Caitlyn, you should be beating an Ezreal with TP in lane, boom, you get a kill. What that can do a lot of the time is reset confidence. You're having a bad game, oof, but hey, I just got a kill on the mid laner. That's not bad. Worth noting that the Ezreal is also 1 and 3, so it's not like he's really fed. Just my bot lane should be doing actually pretty good versus these guys. A little bit of damage return there. They've got to be careful of Brand showing up, but they do get the flash, which is always nice. Brand is in the area now, so they will probably back off. Resetting mid lane, so setting up my towers to push ASAP as soon as possible. Towers, yeah, I'd like to get tower plates, but it's not like the thing to get for Heimerdinger, because then to get the plates, generally you have to risk your towers, and your towers are going to die to the big turret. So it's kind of like, do you really want to go for them desperately? Not really. So she is, again, this is what I said, a good Orianna will be killing the towers without risking taking damage. She is risking a little bit. She is getting hit by the occasional little blip. So, it's not terrible for me. You'll also see me not completely spam pinging towers, by the way. So, Huz, you've got one in reserve, which, again, if you don't know where that is, look above the spell bar in the middle or the bottom over there. And you can see the little tower that it's, like, regenning, and that says 2 in it. So that means I've got 2 towers available to put down. That, again, a lot of people are like, I didn't know that. Yeah, so that's how I know how many towers available I have. Remember, it's maximum 3. Wasn't that long ago when Heimerdinger had maximum 2 towers. I'm coming in, go for the grenade, get the kill instantly. We did, by the way, know Echo was there in the top bush because we saw him enter the lane. Zilean dies for free. Now Echo does a lovely play, surprise, kind of similar to what Xin did. I land the grenade. Nearly not getting the kill, going to be pretty close. He's running away, but with the long range from downtown with the W, we do get the kill. So I'm now 702. So you might be able to start to see, oh, Huz, you're doing really well here. Caitlyn now getting caught overstay, so the Orianna will get revenge on the solo kill that the Caitlyn got earlier. But yeah, so it's a bit of a clown fiesta. Again, when you're in solo queue, you may not even think about it. A lot of time people are on autopilot, but you generally will build a confidence level with certain teammates. You're like, oh, damn, that person's pretty good. That person's not great. And that will, a lot of the time make you decide if you're doing a play with that person. Oh, they're pinging Dragon. Should I listen to that ping? And you'll listen to it more if it's a teammate that you've built trust about. Again, it's something that you might not even think about, but it's something that's happening in the background. In this game so far, the Xin, it's weird. He got an Infernal Dragon stolen, which is not good for confidence. But other than that, he's played pretty well. So the Xin is either way at the moment. I haven't fully made up my mind if he's going to be great or is, something bad going to happen. But overall, it's kind of neutral, which neutral is fine. Caitlyn, not great at the moment in my book. Meanwhile, Brand from the side does get the Zilean. He isn't going to have to ult or anything. We are going to maybe go for a kill on the Ori. Don't hit the stun. Now the Brand maybe is up, but the Echo comes in with the ulti and ults away. I do get Zilean ulted, and I'm just going to chill in the bush because my towers are in the area. What I didn't realize, unfortunately, as you can see, they did have vision. But you can see my tower was still attacking her the whole time because there is a little bit of a cooldown period of when your tower stays attacking and you die. It's roughly, I'd say, 3 seconds. Yeah, had no idea, obviously, they had vision in that bush. That was unfortunate, but the Orianna dies. And I think she even flashed for that kill as well. Now, what you can see start to develop in bot lane, by the way, is the inherent advantage that Caitlyn should have had the whole lane phase. She has got heal, Ezreal doesn't. Caitlyn knows that. She's got also range advantage. So, in theory, she should be able to start poking him out and, trying to force that TP. No idea why Kayle went for this play, by the way. It wasn't going to kill him. Meganar was around. So, yeah, that was questionable. But, you know, she did get a solo kill on him earlier. She's only a little bit down on farm, which you should expect from a Kayle, obviously. You can see me looking for a teleport opportunity to kill the Gnar, but there was unfortunately none available. And I'm just going to go for the blue. I can't remember what I do from here. Dragon is obviously up. I do want these dragons. So I think I might rotate down and just see. I doubt I start it myself because that's always a bad idea. So I decide to go for the Scuttle Crab because obviously that's vision at least. Brand in the area. Caitlyn probably just going to back off, I would say. And now we're going to rotate and see if we could do anything to the Brand. Echo is always in the area himself. Wasn't expecting him to just instantly jump, by the way. So that's what caught me out surprised. I was like, whoa, you're coming in. I guess they had no vision on me. Echo now, you know, using his ultimate, does go for the Zillion, gets out-rotated, will go down. Xin going for a bit of a play here, doesn't get the Brand. I will with the grenade, now being maybe a little bit out of position, arguably. So there's Gnar, obviously teleport difference in top lane. He will just survive, and, you know, the fight ends. I think at the moment it was even, 2 for 2. And that hopefully is the end of it. And, you know, that technically was 5 people bot lane versus 4? Yeah. So, not too bad, even Stevens. But obviously what we wouldn't need right now is someone to die to make it uneven. Anybody else remember the even Stevens or Shia LaBeouf? Sorry, that just like ran. I think it was called that. But as you can see, I am looking for this teleport. We're up in now. So I'm teleporting. I want my team to keep the enemy interested. They're on the Orianna. The Ezreal is low health, so this is potentially a big play. I'm coming around. Orianna hasn't noticed yet, so she notices too late. Do get the instant kill W. Now going to go for the Orianna. Going for a bit of tower play. Going to try and do as best as I can. Holding as much as I can with the rocket. And I do pick up myself a solo pretty much double kill, which is fantastic. That should also give us the Mountain Dragon, unless it's stolen again. And yeah, so far so good. So that made a situation that it was a 5v4, a 2 for 2. Suddenly that actually became a 4 for 2. We killed 4 of them, including my double kill for 2 of us. So that is really good. So yeah, we're currently, surprisingly, 10-2-4. Our farm isn't amazing because when you've got 10 kills at 16 minutes, you're not focusing on farm that much. So really good performance so far. My team generally hasn't been playing fantastic, but they've been playing well enough. And if I wasn't, I'd say, doing pretty good, I actually reckon this game would not be looking pretty right now. You know, I've been roaming as a Heimerdinger. We went top lane. We went bot lane. You know, killed mid a few times, so it's going pretty damn good. We already complete our second item, so 2 complete items by 17 minutes is pretty nutty for any champion, not just Heimerdinger. That's very strong, and we will now push maybe together. Our comp together is pretty good. You know, there are a few things you've got to be careful of. Orianna ultimate, obviously, and stuff like that, but it's not bad at all. Xin getting caught, but this actually could set us up. Go for the grenade ultimate, hit the Gnar. Caitlyn gets a kill, which is what I exactly want. I don't want, again, every kill, because that's bad. I think, hit those rockets, by the way. They look like they abruptly stopped, but maybe I didn't. You'll notice that 2 people are in bot lane. So, you can see I'm kind of hovering. I'm like, I'm not going to make it in time. They're going to just back off with us pushing. So, yeah, we just decided to kind of commit to the push, which at the moment I do think is the right call. Because when you commit to the push of a tier 2, that in theory should make the people in bot lane kind of go, oh, we need to go help them, let's back off. Echo, so you can see the Ezreal has not backed off. Part of my memory, again, you would have seen Professor at the beginning of the video. He might have been autofilled, I don't remember. But I will say, again, I played this game last night. Does ring a bell that this guy split pushed way too much. Orianna gets caught, Brand. That is what you call tunnel visioning. Caitlyn now picking up a couple kills, which is great to see. This is what we need. So far this game has basically been the Heimerdinger show with a little bit of Xin Zhao, even though obviously he let an Infernal Dragon go. But if Caitlyn can get involved, then what that does, every single time that one of your teammates is starting to do better and you're really fed, it eases the load. That's the way that you've got to think. You know, when you're really fed, it's like, oh, they stole my kills, I could get even more fed. Don't think like that. Because when you think like that and you make that one mistake and you get caught, cost the game. If your AD carry was also strong, or at least not everything is on you. Now, what we're going to see, it's going to be very quick. I do actually remember this. So I'm setting up for a bush because I actually believe right now, if someone walked close to these towers and I grenade them, stun them, they would die instantly. I think we decide to back off in, you know, I'm recording now, but keep in mind that in the next 20-30 seconds, you're going to see, we're going to quickly go to this area. Okay, look, we're going to go there now. Look, the Echo. Look at the Echo on the mini-map. I look now. He's nearly dead. That was just towers with no grenade. So again, pretty confident I would have one-shot somebody, but I just couldn't stay that long. I've always said to you guys when we're watching pros, look how often they're just waiting in a bush. They don't just wait in bushes. Now, I've got no idea why the Xin engaged by himself, by the way. Literally none. He survives, fortunately, but again, pretty questionable. Hit a grenade, which is nice. Ezreal coming in with the Orianna QW, sorry, does a lot of damage. And we are, I'd say actually at the moment, weirdly, on the back foot. We're on the back foot because Xin engaged by himself, which is our main engager, and now we can't engage because Xin's blown his ultimate already. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way that it goes. Xin is still looking over to the side because he has regen at this point, but again, without ultimate, which, let's be honest, is Xin Zhao's best ability by far. You know, a whole immunity from any damage outside the circle. That is a crazy good spell. And that's what kind of brings Xin Zhao back into play, because he was always a really bad champion. He still isn't amazing, but it is ultimate that makes him kind of good. Like if you put that ultimate on Jax, for example, then he really would be the most overpowered. Like he's one of the most overpowered champions in League, but he would really be the most overpowered champion in League. Ezreal goes for a bit of a play. I'm going to go for an ultimate. Deciding at the moment what I go for. I do go for the W, which I dink. That's the word that I dink the brand. Ezreal now getting caught. Echo goes for the return. Does one-shot the Zilean. Kayle ultimate way too slow. Orianna coming through. Do flash out of it. Xin gets the kill on Ezreal. Setting up my towers because I'm expecting a fight here, by the way. Get away from the Gnar. Doing a bit of damage. He flashes. Gets the Caitlyn. Now returning. My towers at this time, by the way, are still doing damage. The enemy team looking pretty, pretty healthy. But land a grenade. Now it's a 2v3. Going for the Gnar. Xin Zhao and me. Buddy old pal. Now we're going to go on the Xin and we will clean up the fight. So now we get all of them. That was basically an ace, I think, but maybe the enemy support respawned. I think the brand died in that, but I think he just respawned, before the fight ended. We will also pick up the Ocean Dragon, which is always nice. I think I decided to go back and buy because also the way that you got to think about it, the more fed I get, I want to make sure I am completely extending the lead of my fedness. If I'm really fed, but I'm not using the gold of being fed, well then it sounds weird, but I'm not fed. The reason that again, levels are important, obviously. So if I'm a level up on the Orianna, that's cool. But what makes you fed is actually using the gold that you're getting by being fed. So if I'm right now 12 and 2, but I've got 3,000 gold, it doesn't matter. If the Orianna to me is 3,000 gold behind me and I'm holding 3,000 gold, well then I'm not 3,000 gold ahead on the board right now. You've got to use the gold in order to be that strong. So there are wards. We are thinking about Baron, by the way. The reason why is Heimerdinger is known for Barons, one of the best Baron takers in the game, because he makes it safe. Gotta go for the blue. Just didn't have the damage. So they will secure that. But Echo did have to smite, worth noting. Gonna go for the Ezreal. Get the nice solo kill on the enemy AD carry. That's pretty big. My bot lane, unfortunately, though, did get mega poked out. And, I think what the plan, I think, was kind of bait them. And I'm like, let's just do Baron. And as soon as I start the Baron, they're like, nope. That everyone just leaves. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But we did, by the way, get Gnar ultimate for that, so I guess we got something. Gnar's going to go for an engage. I land the grenade, putting down, mistakenly, I will say, my ultimate tower. I thought the fight was going to break out there. It didn't. So that was definitely a mistake. Zilean go for a flash play, doesn't even land one bomb. Echo now in the return. Do we really want to spend our time chasing an Echo? I guess we're going to try. I'm going to try and land the grenade. He's too quick. And I am, by the way, at this point, make it everybody clear, expecting him to ult to try to go for the kill. So my finger placement is like hovering on 3, which at the moment is my Zhonya's. I am still kind of hoping that he is going to die. He's getting caught out. He, now is in more of our jungle. Lovely play by the Zilean getting a double bomb there. We do get the Caitlyn. I don't even help in that instance. Then Xin passed the wrong way. He could have pathed up, been relatively safe. I'm just kind of zamming around. But then I kind of realize, wait a minute, we have no help. All the teammates are still, by the way, chasing the Echo at this point. So I'm like, well, I'm dead. So I'm just going to put my ultimate tower down to try and do more damage. And I think we go down without getting a kill. Caitlyn and Kayle are eventually here after killing the Echo, which obviously took, I probably would say, over a minute to kill him. So yeah, that I probably while playing the game did let out a bit of an audible sigh there, because just chasing an Echo the whole time is like, that you could, for chasing the Echo, we probably could have killed 2 more of the enemy. So sometimes it's not worth chasing things. It just takes too long. So it happened. Whatever. So we're now 13-3-7, been involved in 20 kills overall out of the 32. 124 farm, which again isn't that big. Baron is the call. I've got teleport. I am TPing straight away. Again, enemy team right now most likely wouldn't even be able to get here if they even tried, because watch this Baron absolutely melt. So look at it. Like, I can also guarantee that most of the damage is coming out of Heimerdinger towers there. It's just crazy. I, by the way, do not want to take this fight. I want to keep as many Baron buffs as I can. So I throw the tower down, but then this happens. So Xin isn't dead. He gets a double kill. I'm like, oh, what the hell happened? So Xin dies, obviously, but Kayle survives. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's a 2-for-1. Yeah, you don't really want Barons to lose, but that's not bad. In a situation that I thought was actually looking pretty grim, it's okay. I'll take it. Item build wise, I will say staying in mid lane maybe a bit too greedy. I have no idea what this was. So if you missed what happened, our Caitlyn with Baron decided by herself she'd walk into the enemy territory and base. That's legit just what just happened. No idea. And you can kind of see why, yeah, this video title is something like, carrying on Heimerdinger or solo carrying on Heimerdinger. Sure, there are teammates that are doing okay. Like Zin's 10-5. Caitlyn's getting better. But the mistakes that are happening are still pretty damn big. So W there just checking there wasn't Echo just randomly sitting in a bush. Because he had Echo, he's seeing a lot more play nowadays because he is pretty strong in places. I do think there's better things on him, but, Infernal Dragon. So this is Zin's potential redemption of getting the first one stolen, which, is pretty bad. Doing a bit of tower damage. Like I said, the Orianna taking a bit too much damage for free. Echo goes all in. My positioning was bad there. I admit I tunneled in trying to go help him and then was tunneling towards the enemy team. But what you notice, look at the enemy team grouping. So I'm thinking in the back of my mind, ooh, they are actually grouping quite a lot. So I'm already kind of thinking, the way you play Heimerdinger, or at least I do, I'm already kind of thinking which ultimate is the best. And in my head, grenade. Look at that. Boom, baby! Hits like 4 people on the enemy team. I think it only stunned 2 of them. Now Echo's on the dragon. Unfortunately, the fight's actually going really bad. And the enemy team get the dragon for free. Who mucked that up? Xin. Unfortunately, and again, I do let some frustration go out, which I shouldn't. But Xin mucked that up. So he died, one without using his ultimate, which, as we said earlier, is his best spell by quite a bit. He didn't focus the dragon. I think he went for the engage, where the dragon was 100% the most important thing to get there. Caitlyn does die in the end, and you can see I'm FFing. Just so where everybody knows where my mind is, I do think we can win this game. So everybody's aware. Frustration level exists. So I am 100% frustrated in this game. That is 2 Infernal Dragons that the Xin has mucked up. So I'm actually saying to YouTube, legit feels like I can do nothing in any of these games, and that, by the way, is including the main account games and this game. So you can see frustration. It's never going to turn into toxicity, but it is a frustrating thing when you're playing. I think I'm playing really well, trying to carry the game, and we lose 2 Infernal Dragons because Xin is just up in the clouds. Doesn't smite the first one, goes for a fight in the first one, and leaves the dragon, and then he doesn't even ult. It's like, you can't make this stuff up. And, this is Diamond 2, roughly, MMR on EU West, which, if you go by what people are saying, is 500 LP roughly better than, like, North America, and way more than that than EU Northeast. It's a really good server, and sometimes it's just jaw-dropping. You're like, what? It just doesn't make sense. It's just the basic way of saying it. It just doesn't sometimes make sense. So they are doing a good thing here. They do get a pick. Xin Zhao should just run. I'm now coming for the flank. So Kayle, she is starting to get her strength. The champion is still very much late game focused. Very high damage, and they're level 16. So, she's going to be pretty damn strong at this stage. They do survive. So, that's something good. Again, people go, how the hell did you know he was there? if you go back a few seconds on the minimap, we do spot him. Again, I don't even know how we spotted him, but he was basing. There was a split second I was like, oh, he's basing there, and I just risked that he didn't move, and he didn't. So that was nice. Free kill on Echo, who's again an annoying champion to deal with. Now we are looking to push in. So we do have a Caitlyn, which obviously is very good for pushing. Unfortunately, I don't have my grenade. Would have been nice if the team was up with me there. If like a Caitlyn was close, we might have been able to actually kill that Ezreal. But alas, they were a little bit too far away. You know, you can see me and the Ezreal just kind of trading blows right now. I don't mind it too much if my team had pressure. But, you know, they're not pressuring. They're not near the tower. They're not setting traps down in front of the enemy tower. That's not happening. It's a bit weird, but it's just the way that it goes. So potential pick play happening. I put my towers down. And, you know, the way that this works, when you put towers down in a bush, it means you have to hit the grenade. Because they're going to, you know, the towers are going to attack. So if you don't hit the grenade, you can see there's the grenade, into the tower damage. Ezreal ult, doesn't unfortunately hit a trap. This Ezreal, so hyper aggressive, by the way. That was I do hit a little bit of the rockets, but not too much. But yeah, this Ezreal should be getting punished. You know, he's not actually playing great. It's just the fact that, unfortunately, no one is focusing him when he's... Like, the Ezreal is using his E aggressively. That means he should be really getting focused and punished. Now, again, the same thing happens. Kayle and Zilean Ultimate happens at the exact same time. Again, that's the second time that's happened. So you've got to be careful of that. Set my towers down. Baron is up again very soon. So that is definitely on the cards. Because, you know, when you got a Heimerdinger, that's what you want to do. But hopefully the game can just calm down a little bit. And we can kind of reset, kind of. So Riley is the next item. The thought process between Riley... They've got a Gnar that wants to be in the middle of the fight. They've got an Echo that is a bit scary. The Ezreal aggressively is playing, you know, using his E aggressively. No idea why the Caitlyn is the other side of the map, by the way. But, so the idea of Riley is it punishes movement. So when they're all in the middle of us, Riley's a really good item. So Baron is being set up by the enemy team, unsurprisingly. I would have been, you know, I would have wanted to be there first with the Caitlyn traps and everything, get them sorted, but she wasn't there. So now, as 5, what we should be doing is looking around the Baron and starting to set up at least vision. Orianna goes for a play. Caitlyn gets ulted. I do get a double stun, which was really nice. Caitlyn gets the kill. Now moving aggressively with my towers to make sure the Brand dies. I get none of those kills, but that's fine. And there we go. That should, in theory, open up Baron potential for us. Zilean, I think that was the second time he goes for an aggressive bomb play. Unfortunately, misses again. But yeah, this should be a free Baron. Again, I don't know what the level difference is between the junglers. I think it might be roughly the same. He's level 15. I don't know what level the Echo is. He doesn't have Smite, so we actually should be backing off right now. Unfortunately, my towers are still kind of going at it. You know, we should wait for the Baron. And yeah, just go away. Like, let it reset. Wait for the Smite. And then, you know, look for a fight again, if possible. Now, Mega Gnar is happening. You don't generally want to try and do anything when he's got Mega Gnar ult up. For all we know, by the way, the enemy team had, you know, he did, by the way, have vision, so that was scary. I do flash in time. I do put a tower down, which is going to be doing decent damage. Ezreal, again, by the way, aggressively flashes. That guy, I guess, not an AD carry player, which is kind of insane. Do get a nice double kill there. And I think we end the fight with the Echo dying to Caitlyn ultimate. So we do win the fight. But yeah, like, I know I've said it a few times now, and I'm going to say it again. The surprising thing to me is the Echo, the Ezreal aggressive Eing. Weird, very weird, but, you know, League is weird at the moment. Season 9, I'd say, is a very, very, very weird and bad season for League of Legends. In terms, oops, I accidentally paused. In terms of game quality, anyway. Unfortunately, what I just did then was press spacebar, so the replay that I'm watching just got paused millisecondly. It probably won't make a difference in my commentary, but just to let you know that did happen by mistake. So I go for the dragon. At this point, I can do this by myself. I'm confident to do this because I've also got teleport. Now, unfortunately, there isn't many things around the Baron to teleport to, but I also kind of doubt the enemy team's going to do it. They don't have the Gnar up. It would take, again, a lot of confidence for them to do the Baron. Zin's in the area. I think he's going to put a ward down, and yeah, they're not doing it. That would have been, I don't know, the play of the century if they did that, because it would be like the bolshiness to do that would have been insane. So worth noting, the Echo, by the way, is level 14. The Zin is level 16. So here comes a Baron potential. Again, it should be relatively free. Our jungler is 2 levels up on the enemy jungler. So Smite War is for free. And yep, Echo stole it. That is the second big objective that Echo stole. And you can see, again, I said earlier, I'm frustrated as hell, and we've now missed an Inferno Dragon because of the Xin, and we've now had a Baron stolen by the Xin. When, make the point really clear, by the way, Orianna walked into a trap, when the Xin was 2 levels up on the Echo at the time. 2 levels. If I'm not mistaken, that is 100 health in a smite. That's significant. And yeah, again, I think the weakness of this guy is just reaction times, I guess, because that's what happened at Inferno Dragon. Same thing happened with Baron. Reaction times are really important with Smite. But again, fortunately, we did kill a bunch of them after the fact. So yes, Baron would be good, and that should no way be a steal. Like in this rating, that should never have happened, but it did. So yeah, very frustrating at this point. You know, I'm playing well. We're 16-4-12. I think I'm playing, you know, pretty damn good. So there's a lot in the early game for the team, roaming even as a Heimerdinger. And then when stuff like that happens, it just hits you. Like, I think we all have that feeling. It just hits you in your gut going, oh, really? Like, oh, I'm trying so hard. And yeah, you get let down sometimes, but whatever. But again, as you can see, yes, I have FF twice. Do I think we can still win? Yeah. Again, I've said that throughout. At this point, if you want to know where my mental is, I was just that frustrated that I didn't mind losing. And I know that sounds terrible because it is. But I was just so, like, mentally... that sometimes the healthiest thing in like a frustrating game or a tilting game is just get me out of this game. And that's kind of what I was feeling. Still think we can win. We're stronger than the enemy team. I'm really fed. But frustration sometimes takes over. And again, it's fine to be frustrated. I really want to make people aware of that. Frustration is a normal human response. Toxicity isn't. That's going way too far, and that's when you should definitely not play League of Legends, or at least have a break and calm down. It's not worth it in a video game. Frustration's fine. It happens. It's just the way of things. My frustration will always be like, the Xin, come on, dude, or get me out of this game. But, you know, I'm always trying to win the game. You'll never really see me give up. You know, when, hell, 3-4 of my teammates are opened, I'm still playing. Like, I don't really open the games either. Now, again, earlier, like I mentioned, look at that aggressive E by Ezreal, by the way. Oh, like I mentioned, before a fight or something breaks out, you as a Heimerdinger are constantly thinking, what ultimate? What ultimate? Again, another aggressive E. With them grouping like that, it was in my mind, ooh, grenade. You know, they're grouping quite aggressively. This looks pretty good. The Ezreal keeps playing pretty bad because he keeps aggressively E-ing for some reason. The enemy team, nice rockets hit, blind rockets. We are now looking aggressively for this fight. Grenade is still my maximum choice. Orianna whiffs her ultimate, do get the stun on her. Echo going for me and the Caitlyn doesn't get anything. And we will just, you know, wipe the fight pretty much. Well, we killed one person so far, which isn't too many. But we have, what I've said many a time, we have now the momentum against a team that currently has Baron. That doesn't happen often. Usually, obviously, Baron gives you the momentum. So we have the momentum. What can we do with it? And if I'm honest, I don't think we can do a whole lot. But Ezreal doesn't realize the invasion. Watch this. I go for a predicted grenade, but then he just E's again. He E's aggressively into me, but we get a nice pick. Again, we made that possible. Killing the enemy AD carry is a big deal. I decide to go back at this point because I've got teleport up. So I'm like, got teleport. I should go back, get my health back. So I'm just at peak, you know, strength. Nara at this stage, you know, has kind of fallen off, has to be said. We'll get the stun and the ultimate grenade on the Brand, which again, I do favour the ultimate grenade quite heavily, at least in late game, because it's so, you know, it's a guaranteed pretty much stun to land, more or less. Doing some nice damage to the Orianna. She will get Caitlyn ultimate, nearly go down, does go down in the end, and finally we win the game. So again, what I'd say, a frustrating game. We had 2 Infernals basically taken away from us, mainly due to the Zin's mistakes. We had a Baron stolen from us. My bot lane lost the early game, but the Caitlyn made a great recovery. The Kayle played fine. I think she had a pretty poop KD, but overall she didn't do too bad. She even got a solo kill on the Gnar in early lane phase. There we go. We plus 17. We go 17-4-16. Pretty convincing performance. Again, not a farming performance, 153 farm, but because, you know, we were trying to kill people a lot. Do the second most damage in the game, which also, you know, fair play to the Caitlyn. She recovered well. She overtook my damage, but that's fine. You can see in the late game, we didn't get many kills. We hit stuns. We put our grenades down, the grenades, towers. Riley was slowing people, which was always effective. But there we go. That is, again, I'm probably going to title a video like a carry Heimerdinger performance. Whether you guys would agree or not, did I solo carry the game? I'm not sure. I think without me, we probably would have lost. But, you know, it's the way that it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, throw a like on the video. Throw a subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content, because this is probably what you're getting from the main account recently, soon. And I'll see you guys next time. See you.